morning, all. Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. The weekend is here, and as one of my favorite people used to say, it's time for some beer. He's from Texas, a real nice guy. But anyways, today's word of the day, let's get to it all, is grunge. Stands for filth or grungy, in a dirty or rundown condition. I chose this word today because a lot of people started off 2023 in a rundown condition. I felt like in 2022, I started off myself mentally in a rundown condition, and had to, because of loss of families, the pandemic, that's just how it is, but we all have our good days. We all have our bad days. There's no human being out there, no matter how healthy they are, how rich they are, how great their life may seem. Sometimes people just have their days, and I think that's the most normal thing on the planet. And when it comes to mental health issues, it's just admitting that, hey, we all deal with it in a certain way, and we go from there. Some people choose therapy, some people work out, some people travel, some people watch a movie, read a book, go to church, whatever the case may be. They just get more involved in volunteering. I know a friend of mine, he loves to volunteer at the hospital and volunteer at homeless shelters and whatnot, because it's not only just it makes him feel better to help people that are less fortunate than he is, but it helps him have perspective and say, hey, whatever I'm quote unquote lacking, at least in the sense I have my health, and at least in the sense I have a roof over my head, and at least in the sense I have another day. Every day is a chance to do better. And that's what I always say. Every day is a chance for us to do better and to be better. All right. So today's quote of the day is from Idris Elba, which it was always funny. The first role I ever saw him in, I know he played in many roles before the show The Wire, but I was introduced to Idris Elba on The Wire. And the way that his Black American accent was, it sounded like he could pass where he was from, not Baltimore, but from Philadelphia, New Jersey, New York area. So, but I leave it at that. But Idris Elba said, and I quote, "I'd rather a young black actor read about success as opposed to how tough it was. I get these roles because I can act, and that's it. That's it. Hopefully that's it." And that's, at the end of the day, I get what he's saying. He's like, anything you want to do in this life is going to be tough. If it's not tough, it's not worth it. Parents know having children is not an easy task. It's a tough task, but it's very natural to deal with the toughness of being a parent. Being in a quote unquote relationship, it can be tough at times. And a lot of times people's personalities, they just make it hard, especially those that think they should always get their way 100% of the time, and they don't believe in the word compromise. Having a job can be tough. Owning a business is definitely tough, because most people's businesses fail, and most people, it's hard to get customer base, because like even people's friends and family won't even shop at their business and whatnot. I mean, heck, me, myself, I've had more strangers shop in my online store, and people who rent my rental properties have done wholesale deals with strangers, not people that I know, not my friends and whatnot, because that's just how the game goes in life, but McDonald's didn't become the empire that it is today because of Ray Kroc knowing people, because of Ray Kroc's friends and family and whatnot. McDonald's came the phenomenon that it is because he knew how to, he was a great salesman, did a little manipulation, but if you see that movie, The Founder, you'll see how Ray Kroc got down. And I'm sure there was a lot of, people ad-libbing and, embellishing, because that's what Hollywood does to keep things entertaining. But yeah, it's just like your friends and your family are not going to make you successful in business. Strangers are going to be. Just like in a job. For the most part, your friends and family, unless there's some nepotism involved, which I'm not opposed to, but that's how I was able to climb up in my career. Me knowing people, my family, certain friends, making connections with the right people. But for the most part, one climbed up in their career because of the work that they do, or because of strangers who people that they barely know, but they see the work ethic in them. So people who can just be considered an acquaintance, an associate, whatever the case may be, but not quote unquote a friend or a family member. They get there because of, and then one climbs a corporate ladder, or one's business grows because of reputation. Like in high school, people would spread rumors about people, whether it was good or bad, and it would spread like wildfire. And in today's social media world, I know it's 10 times worse. My generation, it was word of mouth because I'm an 80s baby, but now it's like, hey, these kids got everything that they can spread a rumor on, and that's why they call it the online bullying. Long story short, at the end of the day, you get where you're supposed to get for the most part in life by your work ethic and the character of who you are. Even if it's a lot of times it's a fake character, because most people have to project a fake character at the job, because if everybody was truly themselves at a job, they would be fired. Nobody would ever have a job. So you have to put on, as they say, the game face in order for you to get somewhere in this life. Because, people would get cussed out or told off or, talked down to on a regular basis if everybody could just be themselves. So that old saying, you have to bite your tongue, suck it up, be an adult, be a man, be a woman, whatever, and move forward with your life, But anything worth having is going to be tough. If it was easy, it's not worth having. It's just like, that's why the people who have passed down good morals and good generational wealth and just great things down to their children, any sort of values down to their children, it takes a lot of hard work for those children when they become adults to continue along with that path. A lot of times that's why certain companies go out of business, especially small family businesses, because, hey, the children don't want to do that. They want to do something else, either have another business or they want to actually have a career and do something else. So it's always different. And it's just depends on how you look at the situation. But on that note, I am done. It's time for me to eat my lunch. Do the great 3 things. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And as I always say, make money moves or you're going to live like a fool. Tomorrow we'll be going live talking about HBCUs and the future of them. The current state of HBCUs, historically black colleges, universities, and the future of them. And hopefully I will have a good person I know named Dalen Allen, who is a graduate of HBCU, and hopefully he'll be able to come on. I'm going to contact him today, get his perspective, and so it's not just me talking. Because, like I said, the goal for this channel this year is to get more and more people to come on again and get other people's perspectives, so you're not just hearing me talk all the time. All right. So as I always say, make money moves, or you're gonna live like a fool. Take care.